So at the moment we have, you'll see the setup.
1 second, bro. Something happened.
The link should be working about now.
We can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Give me a second. I'll be back.
If you have headphones, that would be good. Let's see. Hey, how's it going? If y'all are just tuning in, thanks for joining. I'm here with Ranoosh. We're just setting up. Actually, let me play some music in the background. Just to chill, just to get a vibe. So this is another experiment that we are doing apart from the ciphers. Is we're going to be talking to creators, rappers, and we're going to find out,
Shit.
their what makes them tick, what makes them want to rap and put it out there. And hopefully it'll be interesting. And hopefully you'll enjoy this conversation with the one and only Ranoosh. Right. See if my volume's good.
I can hear you guys perfectly. Hear you perfectly. Oh shit! You have Iron Maiden poster. Is that a poster or what?
Yeah, dude, that is a 3D poster. It's Freddy in the Trooper, and it's 3D.
Do you sleep with that thing?
No, dude, it's not on my bed. It's somewhere else. I just wanted it in the shot, but like I couldn't find like a.
I can see it. It's on a bed.
Yeah. I at the moment, like yesterday, I hugged it. I went to sleep. That was the scene. Freddy keeps me warm at night. I think it's.
Bro, so I have what I want to do is let's like cut some of this shit and post it, right?
Yo, sorry, dude.
What?
I can't hear you. If you can just speak up a bit, that would be good.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, shape.
What about now?
Shape. I think you're okay.
Shape.
So I think on the stream.
The reason that I did.
Clear? No, so what happens is that once you finish the live stream, YouTube will give me like a video, like, and I can edit
whole
it on
video.
YouTube, or I can download it,
Right.
and then I can edit it and re-upload. So yeah, I mean, cause it's live, don't worry about it. There will be anyway just a long rambling intro. Usually just to get things set up while we get things set up, cause we aren't at the level where we can just like start and go, but I feel like this time gives us a bit of a breather before we get into it. But I guess having said that, shall we get into it?
Yeah. We need that.
All right.
Yeah, of course. 1 second. So let me see. Couple of my friends were like, let me know when it's on. So I'm just gonna like send them a message.
Yeah, you can send them the link. You have the link, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, the link I sent you yesterday should work.
I saw the first bit of the thing that you did with Peter yesterday.
Yeah.
Bro, like it's been a while since I like freestyle, because you have to be in that scene masang to freestyle. You can't. You have to. It's kind of like it's kind of like I would say that you can't, if you're out of touch masang, you're out of touch. Right? You have to be in it. Yeah, you have to be in it masang to like, you know what I mean? And also masang, I don't have any equipment right now with me at home. any mic equipment like that. That's why I sound like this.
Okay. I mean, I find though, like, I've been writing quite a bit also recently, and doing both together helps a lot because
yeah, I mean, okay, so yeah, of course. I mean, now masang, so the way I write now is I write the whole verse in my head anyway, and then I put it down. Yeah. I don't like. I finish the whole verse in my head now.
God damn. Okay.
And then I write it down. But okay. So, but when I want to fuck with the flow, when I want to like make the flow so good, right? That's when I write in bits.
Oh, yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like if I'm changing the flow, let's say one particular flow, I can finish in my head and write it.
Okay, but if you want to switch it up, you say.
If I want to switch it up, then I have to write it down and then think of the other flow.
Okay. Nice. I mean, nah, man.
So there was a song that
No, man, I can't keep it in my head that long. But you were saying there was a song?
Yeah, so I wrote a song last song in one flow, right? So I wrote the whole song in my head, then I wrote it.
Okay, what? Damn, so like 16 bars, 32 bars? Like in your head?
32 and 24. 32 and 24 in my head, yes.
Holy shit. Yeah.
So like it's kind of like I've been writing so much more that it comes naturally to me. You know what I mean? Like I can see the pen, I can see the paper in my head.
Oh, you write it down on paper as well?
No. Yeah. I write it down on paper, but I can see the like when it's in my head, I can see it as a paper. You know what I mean?
Okay.
අර පාඩම් කරනකොට ඉස්කෝලේ පාඩම් කරනකොට you remember the even the sometimes I even remember the page number also.
Okay.
The certain this thing, right? Maybe I have a weird memory like that.
Nice. I mean,
it's not a photographic memory.
So that's why I asked. Like on my
You have never.
When I say writing, I mean
No,
like
bro.
I am like typing.
No.
That's why I asked.
I don't type. Yeah. Like okay, I can show you a picture. I wonder if I can show you a picture of something I wrote. I sent it to Janidu because Janidu and Harindi and Madhura, we are in this Facebook group. Do you follow Dan Lanka?
Dance Lanka?
No, Dank Lanka.
Dank Lanka? No.
Yeah, so it's like a meme page, right?
Strong name.
I don't know if I should air this out right now.
Dank Lanka.
Just check it out because it's a good. It's like NoobTube. You know NoobTube, right?
Oh shit, you're here. The short rap you did.
What? Who is Sup? SUP.
Yeah. Nice.
Guys, comment.
Dank Lanka.
Harindi then.
Oh man.
You know what that is?
Yeah. The tweet that Sajid put out that everyone's like,
Yeah.
oh man.
So I put that out, and people didn't get that I was doing the Sajid tweet.
Yeah. I didn't
People
get it
thought
either.
that's how
I saw the video, and then I was listening.
Yeah, bro, I was. Bro, what's the word? Man, sometimes I forget words, man. Like, there's a word right there and I can't get it sometimes. It was insulting to me, bro. Like, that people thought that that's how I rap. We need more people in here, man. Who is sub? Janidu is sub. And Gehan is in. Gehan is in. Okay, we need more people in this bitch.
See if I can put something on.
Sub TV. I kind of wanted to use this to ask people to send me beats.
Use this to ask people to send you
beats.
Memes.
Beats. Like
right.
tracks.
Yeah, I mean, sure, dude. Get Ranoosh some beats.
Because I have a couple of songs done, Masang.
Okay.
I have to write about 3 or 4 more songs to complete it.
Complete what? Are you doing an album or are you doing like a?
I have this.
EP?
I don't know if it's an album, but definitely a body of work, I would say.
Okay. Is there a single theme that you're imagining to it, or is it?
Single? Yes, there is a theme.
Okay. Sounds like an album. I'm just gonna say that, but.
Yeah. It does sound like an album, but I have three singles, I would say.
3 singles? Okay. I mean, that sounds like a strong album. If you have 3 singles from the album, you can push.
Yeah, I don't know if 3 singles is too much for an album. I don't know if you just need like maybe 2 singles or maybe 1 single for a. This is not going to be like a 16-track album if it's going to be an album, but it's going to be like more like an EP.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's going to be an EP, but I have more things to say, man, because like I wasn't writing for a while.
Okay.
Right? I stopped writing because I had nothing to say until the election was over.
Okay.
Because you never knew, I didn't understand, there was nothing to say before an election. You know what I mean? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
I mean, I feel like there is a lot to say. There's a growing number of things to say that nobody is saying.
Right.
There's definitely that.
Yeah.
You know, and so I know, man, it's tough, I feel, because a lot of people are just like trying to pander to, like, you know, what should be said, and no one wants to go out on a limb, man. Like, even what happened on what do you call, on Twitter that day, that girl who like called out, said something about what do you call, owner of Saddeh, got into it, and like after all the things they have said.
Bro, like, I don't understand. Here's what I don't get. I don't think you can sue someone for that. I don't know, but I don't know the legal terms of that. But I don't think you can, in the legal terms, you can sue someone for a tweet.
No, so the thing is that if someone files against you, you have to respond, and like if
Yeah.
you don't have the money that these guys have,
Right.
you can't respond, and so it's not the system's not fair,
Right.
and it's not they're playing it to their
Right. Right.
advantage.
Yeah.
That's why you also can't go
Yeah.
and file a
Yeah.
petition
Yeah.
against Saddeh for like all the shit they've talked about, because they'll have enough money to just like
Right. Because I don't have the money.
throw you under like just make you go bankrupt trying to
Yeah,
like
bro. Yeah, I
give them
understand what you
money.
mean. Yeah.
Fucking
Like
lawyers, man.
there are like Masang. I was just about to say because fucking lawyers, man. They were like even one of my one of my favorite people was like protect the constitution and all that shit when the Ranil Rajapaksa thing happened, right?
Yeah.
And then like, man, I was like, man, who gives a fuck? Like all this shit is written to fuck things up, like fuck things up for us. They will be fine. The law is like written to keep them in their seats, right?
Yes, but also like there's been laws that have been passed down that have been like okay,
Yeah.
it kind of understands human nature, and so there are barriers to like how much of power people have.
Of course.
And so those are the ones that
Of course,
they
of course. I
actively
mean,
try and change. There's a lot of problematic laws that benefit them. No one's going to change those. The laws they want to change are like the
yeah.
ones that are hindrance to their power. That's why you have
Right. Right.
the
I've never felt like the law is on my side ever.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I don't think that's a sentiment
what I
that
mean?
like many people have felt at all.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. I think going off the topic, I wrote this tweet yesterday. I said, I don't cut this off and put this online or something. But I said Randir is an average ass rapper.
Ranil is an average ass rapper.
Randir, you know Randir, right?
Oh yes.
Randir, the Bhatiya Samtak rapper. And bro, from the music that I've been hearing, there has been nothing except for like a handful of rappers that I love. I love these rappers. I love some of these rappers. Like I love Master D. I like Ravi J and all these rappers. But apart from that handful of rappers, Masang, things have become very, people are dumbing down it. People are dumbing it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, like many people also are looking for dumbed down content because you can't like how do you handle the amount of problems that are happening? Like, it's difficult,
Right.
and so
Yeah.
unfortunately, there is.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, I mean, of course, I think music should, cater to when you just want to like have a beat in your head and you're working, right?
I mean, that's one.
And you just want to like bite to it,
Sure.
right? And then also it has to have like, let's say when you're in your vehicle, you're going somewhere, you want rider music, right?
Okay.
And also when you sit down, you want to listen to some intelligence, okay? So that part I feel like is not really coming out of Sri Lanka that much, not enough.
Yeah, I mean that I feel like there's a very very few like rappers here that do it well. There's a bunch of singular rappers that are on point. I feel there's
yeah, there are amazing single rappers.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to Imad?
Imad.
Wasn't he rapping?
Around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but he was rapping, right?
Imad he was songwriting. He was also like doing poetry. I guess like there was a.
I remember he was rapping, man. Yeah, I remember he was rapping.
Oh, I need to ask Imad about his rapping. There was a time when he was rapping for sure. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he was doing those. He was. I think he and Shafni were doing the. Those I guess freestyle sessions at Music Matters one. I remember ages
Oh,
ago.
right.
Ages ago.
I'm not a big fan of Iman's raps anyway.
Oh, okay. I mean,
It's a lot of
his
good
stuff
stuff.
varies. I like a lot of
Yeah, Imad is a bit. Imad's raps are like gets really boring to me really fast.
it. I mean,
I don't know if this is
I haven't heard much of
I
his
don't know
rap.
if
I
they're
don't
gonna be
know
like
much
this
of
as
his
a
raps. I know him all his songs.
yeah, but
So
you know, I
maybe
like KK. KK is
I'll ask him.
yeah. KK is KK. Oh, okay. So the other thing that I want to talk about was like I don't see like crazy flows uh, and attention to like different rhyme schemes and things like that. So I read the thing that you sent me, the rap that you wrote.
Yeah.
Man, I love the content. That like the content is, I guess, like I said, is one thing that's missing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you have the content down pat, bro. Like it's very like soul food. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, like it was kind of written to a very like what do you call Rage Against the Machine kind of beat or instrumental, like
Right.
you know.
Oh, okay.
So it has that
Okay.
flavor.
So do you rap it and do you rap it while writing? Is that how you write?
Yeah. I have to like grab it and then I get a portion of it and then like to edit it. Like shit, man. I think those two I sent you, each one took like 40 hours to edit at least. 40, 50 hours.
Right.
Like the freestyle to
Editing
come up
matlab?
with the content doesn't take long. Like that took like
No.
a
That's
day or so.
yeah.
It's just like
I'm
output,
I
like
yeah
perfect it and like switch like you said, like there's
yeah
certain things you can say and certain ways you can say it and like there's flows that you catch on to and you're like okay I can extend
yeah
like three bars, I can like switch it up after. So doing all that and making sure that the whole verse is still in flow, that takes forever.
yeah. Yeah. So I required it. Yeah, that's true. Editing matlab, it takes time anyway. Editing takes time. Did you write that to the? Did you write that? Can you spit it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
Oh, now what? Okay, alright.
Yeah. Let me pull it up.
Do this.
Man.
Alright, so I'm gonna pay a little bit of the beat, but since I built it with friends and it's not mine, I don't know if I can play the whole thing. Let me see. I don't think they're mine.
Yeah.
I think. Uh, Sorry, just give me a second. I will get the. Well, I'll search for the raps. The instrumental for it also. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess before. Um, Hold on. Let me see.
All of me. I did a song about last year, right? I don't want to name any names.
Okay. Go on.
But I gave. He's one of my good friends. I'm still good friends with him. He's amazing. He's an amazing artist. He had this song. He wanted me to give him 2 rap verses. I gave it to him. Okay. And Matang, sad to say, he butchered my verse on the song. Like he had no respect for my verse for the No. I spit it for him. It was my guest verse, right?
Okay.
I gave it to him, and the way he mixed it and the way he put it into his song was, I felt very disrespected. You know what I mean? And I felt like he's also a good friend, Matang. I mean, of course, I have nothing against him, but I feel like if I'm giving you a verse, you should take care of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, man. Like, I mean, I've been, especially like music, like when you're making it, like it's different between like a writer and like a producer than it is like say for like a bunch of musicians making something together. Because then everybody cares about, you know, the piece that they've written and like, you know, what they're trying to say through it.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, as like a producer, whether you're dealing with one person or like many people, like you need to keep that in mind. I feel like that's yeah, I mean, the thing is like was like unfortunately it comes down to like, okay, whose song is it, and like, you know,
I mean, it's his song, right? It's his song, but okay, another thing is, Masang, these so-called music producers in Sri Lanka, like big shot music producers, they don't know how to mix rap. Right? Because mixing rap is a totally different ball game. Like people like Yuki and Costa, all these buggers can mix rap so perfectly. Right?
Yeah, dude.
But if you give a rap to Ranga Dasanayaka Matang, who is supposed to be the best producer in Sri Lanka, he can't mix a rap verse for shit. Because he doesn't understand.
Okay,
right?
I get what you're coming
and that's because that's half the reason that Ranveer sounds like shit. The other half is his shit.
Shots fired.
Man, I'm gonna get like dissers to me, bro. Like at the end of this.
I mean, I feel like
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like Joshua Masang, the guy I did Saddeh with, Masang, he is one hell of a producer, bro. He's one hell of a producer. Like, he knows rap. You know what I mean? You have to be in that scene to understand.
Okay. I met him once, I think, at an event, randomly. And he was like, oh, I was due to produce
Yeah, he's a young bugger, Masang. He's a young bugger, very driven. And he knows how to market it and all that shit. I'm actually, I have another song with him coming.
Nice. Good
stuff. What is it called? Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called now. But it's a crazy track. Crazy ass track.
Nice. Okay, so I guess I got the instrumental for this. And so
okay, hit it.
I'm gonna spit it, I guess.
Okay.
You won't be able to hear the instrumental, but you might be able to hear it on the live stream.
Okay, that's okay. I really told me to wash my face before I do the wash my face.
Shout out to Harsha Wake up in delirium, wrecking my cranium, stuck in an imaginary, uncertain how to move, not believing them, not under my control, just need to let it go, let it flow, take it easy, not do nothing, just don't try, like opening my mouth and hearing words come through surprise, trying to prevent this demise, right drowning under rising tides, from which arise from the fretting mind as they turn paradise to a pan in which we fry, poured out of our minds as they blind us from reality, have us aspiring unsustainably, not noticing the present, destroy the gift for cheap profit, and then promote the attitude of just fuck it. Open up your eyes and tell yourself the same lies and continue on this motion of distraction as they claim we need discipline to carry on their corruption, trying to bring an interruption, disturb the stasis, live beyond the burdens and constraints. It's this cage that we're in, constructing bars to break the system, changing rhymes to bridge the division, connecting truth to start a fission reaction for the revolution, the real revolution. It starts inside this cage that we're in. That's the first verse, and it goes on. There's a few more bars, but yeah. Continue.
Okay. So can you speak the first verse?
Second one.
The first verse again?
Sorry?
Yeah, continue.
Alright, second. Falling ever into debt, just forget the ceiling from this situation. There'll be no weaseling, just rats trying to save themselves from a crevice into which we're falling, bottomless debt that can't be serviced by anything we inject. Putting our savings on a market collapsing to stimulate the economy, increase the taxes, and distract us by small-minded statements made by big heads to take up our mental processing, but still not thinking we've been taken for a ride. For the dig, this divide can't save this demise as they flood the sound waves with conflicting information. In Cypher provocation and cheap emancipation to keep the fight amongst ourselves and control the narration. Serendip in narration, focus on being nice and patient even when the truth is bladed. Can't save it from sinking, not being a thinking agent. Cause despite this beautiful tropical chill, they be pushing us all these insidious pills as they mine our hearts to feed these temporal thrills. And on our futures they feast until they've had the fill. Gotta keep it chill like no matter. At a tea party with all these fucking hatters, imported cops like that's really what matters. So now we can't fix the brew or fix the pot in this mess we stew. So fucking screwed. Last bit was a bit messed up, but yeah, that's the.
Yeah, I get the flow. So you're rhyming things that like I guess I noticed that you put the rhyme in the middle of the bar, and then you don't it's kind of like a Biggie rhyme or something. Biggie does that a bit.
I mean,
what do you listen to?
What I was intending. I mean, the way I put it all rhymes kind of at the end of like the break.
No. Sometimes, but some
try and have multiple words rhyming, simply because then I don't have to have my end word rhyming, and I can break.
Yeah. No, you have to. I think the problem is that your bars are too short.
Okay.
If the bar is too short, no, that's not the problem. That's why you sound like the way you're sounding, like you.
Okay.
Right?
No, I get what you're saying.
If the bar is, they're like when the bar is too short, dun. That's why it goes like that, right?
Yeah.
And you somehow fit a non-rhyming word into that also as well. So it sounds good. I like it. It sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of like, what do I want to say first, and then like how to rhyme it.
Right.
And then
right. Then the rhyme first, then.
Yeah. And also like.
So. Yeah, tell me.
No, also like, I mean, I also sometimes look at like rhyming words on, like I'll have a word that I need to rhyme it out, just search rhyming words on Google, and like it's surprising because like I'll find a word like in the next bar there's hold on, forget about long-term survival, just chase that we can revival, consequences on reprisal, don't understand the roots of the spiral, the few success retaro. So like prival and retaro, I got from like certain what rhymes with survival, survival. You know?
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay,
yeah, and I was like, oh,
so
I
I
can
had
say
this.
this because I know it rhymes.
So this is I had this chat with my girlfriend yesterday, Matan, because we were talking about this, and so she was like, "Oh, why don't you just Google it?" I said, that's very insulting to me because I've never Googled a rhyme before.
Oh man,
But I guess.
I'm the opposite, man. Like whatever help I can get, I will take it.
Yeah, of course. Like I understand. Like when you're starting out, Masang, when I was starting out, I didn't have Google.
Okay, fair. So that would have built like a different
Right?
mindset to complete.
Right.
Yeah, I started
right.
Late, man. I started. Late, so.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. So if I had Google, Masang, I would have done it, obviously. Yeah, and what I do is when I get the rhyme first, but I don't know the meaning.
Oh shit! Okay.
I know there's a word like this, and then I look for the meaning.
Okay. That has happened.
Yeah,
also.
and I see if it fits.
Nice.
Yeah. That I do, but I was gonna do a session on like rhyming, Masang. At tutorials, Gihan is in, I think.
Okay.
Gihan is, Madhuri is in as well. Nice. So okay, I'll spit like a couple of bars from the verse that I said. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So this is how it goes. Now I'm rapping in both Sinhala and English, since you have noticed. Shit. Dude, what is a mic? I need to get myself a mic, man, for home. Get a mic. Get a mic, Gandu. Do you record music with this mic?
Sorry?
Do you record music with this mic?
Yeah. I think it's okay. It's good enough. I think it's fine.
I didn't need like bar wala. Because you're talking about bars. Shall we invite some more people in here?
We can. At the moment, there are 6.
Yeah, we need more people.
We can.
Let's see. Okay, let me spit this rhyme. At least you can cut this, right? So I start off the bar with. It's been 3 months, right? It's been 3 months. I denounce all my demons. Demand with these 3 months, you find your only one. Okay, so that's a 4-bar rhyme. 4-bar. It's 4 bars that rhymes everything. Every part of that 4 lines rhymes, right? Let me repeat that. It's been obviously it's been doesn't rhyme, but it's been 3 months. I denounce all my demons. Demand with these 3 months, you find your only one. So that's every part rhymes. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So and then it's close to it's been 3 months. I denounce all my demons. Demand with these 3 months, you find your only one. And it goes. Ranoosh is older than Google. Yes, we are, man. We didn't have Google back then, right?
Shit, man. I mean, I started writing only in my 20s, man. Like in my early 20s. So when I
but we didn't have Google. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I'm getting distracted. Give man with this run, you find your only one. In a lesser time, it takes this 9 to bless his mind. It's Amma that does the mopping. Blessed Atin, expensive coffin. Nethin Agin, trench of white vest may numbing. Her flesh is numbing. Let me repeat that. In a lesser time, it takes this 9 to bless his mind. It's Amma that does the mopping. Blessed Atin, expensive coffin. Nethin Agin, trench of white vest may numbing. The rest of this flesh is numbing. Quest is popping. I guess that I'm less than nothing. Okay, so that again, like that's like a multisyllabic rhyme happening everywhere. Okay,
Yeah.
uh, what I mean by that is, um, in a lesser time, it text is dying to bless his mind. It's Amma that does the mopping. Even Amma is like, I'm saying Amma in the way that it rhymes.
Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure.
Text is nine to bless his mind. It's Amma that does the mopping. Blessed Atin, expensive coffin. So when I gave this verse to this my friend,
Yeah.
I asked him, by hearing it, can you figure out what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, so I had to explain to him that 9 was a gun. Right? So in a lesser time, it takes his 9 to bless his mind. Means I'm shooting myself. Bless his mind. It's I'm remembering that it's my mother. It's my mother who is gonna
Mobbing.
clean the floor. Right? If I kill myself, blood will splatter on the floor, and it will be yeah. Bless and it's Amma that does the mopping. She will be the one who has to mop. Right? Her
Yeah.
blessed Atin, like she'd have to use her blessed hands, blessed Atin. And then I'm saying she'd have to buy an extra coin and she'd have to cry for me, right?
Yeah.
So like uh, I wonder if I wonder, like, I try not to make things this complicated when I'm rapping. I
Okay.
try to explain every line, but um, but this is a very artistic type of song,
Okay.
right? Like it has a lot of metaphors and things like that. So when I'm going for an artistic side masang, I try not to explain it too much,
Okay. So
right?
this was the one that you gave your friend, that you weren't happy with the result.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Okay. Cool.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
No,
you didn't explain much to
he's
him.
not. No, I did give him the explanation and all of that, but it wasn't his fault actually, Masang. So he had spent a lot of money on the mixing. It was the mixing that was bad. The mixing on my verse was just bad.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? Wait. Jahan is messaging me. Okay. Um.
So
So yeah. So you got the rhymes there. It's Amma that does the mapping. Blessed nothing. Expensive coffee. Net and again. Trench of white dress. Numbing. Question swapping. Guess that I'm less than nothing. And then okay. And then this is the next 4 bars, Masang. Is the whole bar rhymes with the whole next bar,
nice, 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 nice.
right? Like from the beginning to end, it's like a total multisyllabic rhyme.
Sick,
Okay.
sick. Okay, go on. I haven't been able to pull that off yet,
Okay.
but that sounds dope as fuck. Go
Okay.
on.
So I wrote this when I was on acid. Actually, I thought of this when I was on acid. I wrote it later.
That
Um,
you remembered it is also impressive, man.
yes, yes. um, the rhyme goes: I was drugged and nauseous. The carpet was filled up with daisies. Okay.
Okay.
Brahmajala Kaleta Sirabu Vele. Takkavada all just have the same basis. Fluxi Nasa Nahila Pilification. That's the 4 bar rhyme.
Yo, and also like bilingual. That's like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, that's hot truth. That
dude, I badly want to put this song out, but the mixing is just bad. Like I know someone will appreciate it, but the mixing is bad. But anyway,
so hold on.
so drugged and nauseous. Yeah,
This
it
was.
is on. It is available. Yeah, the song is available.
Oh shit! This song is available. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay. Uh,
yeah.
Okay, so this bar
Really,
also
really good.
belongs to that song.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. I
Fluxinasa
understand then
Nahila
why you're
Pilification.
upset
So
about it, but go on.
yeah, I'm very upset about it, bro. I'm very upset about it. Um, uh, so I listen to Brahma. I'm a big fan of the Brahmajala Sutra. I listen to the Brahmajala Sutra very often because
I'm not
have you
familiar.
heard about that?
No,
Yeah.
dude.
So Brahmajala Sutra Masang is like one of those sutras that has uh, so basically uh, the Buddha categorizes world's opinions into 62 opinions,
Okay.
right? And that's the basic idea of the sutra. But says that like if you are going too far with an opinion, or like if you start believing in an opinion so too much,
Yeah.
uh, to listen to opposing opinions so that you can get away from it,
Okay. Okay.
right? So he's basically saying none of these are like anything, nothing that you hear is like a obsolete, like a absolute truth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess from what I understand, that's what he's implying. And so Brahmajala, Kaleta, Siruvu, Vele, Takkavada all just have the same basis. All your arguments, everyone's, the whole world, even if the whole world argues, they have the same basis, which is it's it's faulty,
Yeah. The
right?
interesting thing about
If
that
you give
is
me an if you
the interesting thing about that
yeah,
is if you're
tell me.
arguing in a sense, even if you're representing something that might be right, you're missing the point. You know,
Yeah,
you're missing a few points to be arguing about it.
right,
You know.
right, or even like debating about it. That is true. Yeah.
It's
So like yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true. And even like not even like arguments, like opinions, like every opinion that you will have and you have had, I can count, like anybody can counter it. You know what I mean?
yeah. Also that there'll always be
Yeah,
another
yeah.
opinion. There'll be another experience, and there'll be another
Other
thing.
opinions.
Yeah.
Right, right. Um, so yeah, I think that whole
That's a
uh,
fire bar, dude. It's a fire bar.
yeah, I like that bar. I like that bar, and I'm so sad that I had to put that bar in that song.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
I noticed.
you
Yeah,
can't reuse the bars. You know, you can't like you know.
yeah. No, what I'm gonna do is I actually had a conversation with the guy, bro, and I said I'm sorry, but I want you to take the song down so I can put the bar in a different song.
Oh, okay. That I guess might be one way to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah. Are you planning on like making like music, like recording any songs?
Yeah, 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 yeah. So the one I recited from, that's of course from a band. Well, I guess we've taken a break for a while. Hopefully, maybe when this thing is down, we'll be able
Okay.
to record a few. In the meantime, during this quarantine
What band?
period, there is a couple of friends who've sent me bars or sent me beats that I've written bars to,
Oh, really?
and
Oh shit,
so
really?
yes,
Dude, hook me
so
up with these friends because I need some beats.
sure, sure, I will do that. Actually, I don't
Do
mind.
I know any names or what?
This dude gave me a beat, Murandu, Rehan.
No, no, haven't. No.
Uh, his stuff, his stuff is decent, man. It's solid. He has a page on SoundCloud called uh, in Murandu, and also there's another one called
His name is Murandu.
yes, if I'm not butchering it.
Damn, damn. That's his parents fucked up.
No, no, no. His name is Rehan. His
Okay, okay.
artist name is Murandu.
Oh, right, right, okay.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson. That's the first team girl say, Mama. Oh, my girlfriend is on online.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll definitely ask him. I'll hook you. I'll
Yeah, yeah,
get you
yeah.
two together.
So I have, do you know Buddhi, right? Buddhi. I don't know if
Yeah,
you know Buddhi.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know him, but like, I met him a couple of times, and
Not Dimal,
I know.
not Dimel, not Buddhi Dimel.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But I have another Buddhimana. He's like one of my really good friends. He plays piano at Cinnamon Grand. We've been making music for the last 15 years.
Nice.
Um, so he sent me one beat. Joshua sent me one beat. Uh, and Ilhan, I don't know if you know Ilhan from Cyclology, the bike shop, mother,
Okay, I don't know.
cycling shop.
No, I know the shop, but
The yeah, you know the shop, right? Yeah. So he also makes beats. He sent me one beat, and um and I made one beat.
nice, nice.
Yeah.
Is it something you started recently? Is it something you've been doing for a while?
I've been doing it for a while, Masam, but I don't have the equipment right now. I'm using my work laptop,
Oh, okay.
and I'm hoping that my girlfriend will uh, buy a buy a Mac for me, which she's looking into. If I have the Mac, I can record
Nice,
some shit
nice.
and make some beats. Yeah.
Word.
I have to explain like all the raps to my girlfriend, because she's like she doesn't understand Sinhala.
Yeah, I mean, you have like a relatively the entry level is okay. I feel for your singular because it's like English and singular, and so even if you don't
Yeah,
get it from, you can kind of get it from context. Possibly, it might be a lot easier to
yeah,
get
yeah,
it.
yeah. And Masang, so since you've been writing in English, right? That's another thing I want to talk about.
Yeah,
Uh, English rap is really hard to get through to Sri Lanka.
for real. Yeah, for it is. It is.
Yeah, it's really hard because people don't understand. Like the majority don't understand.
Yeah, and it's not. It's not just on their part. It's on my part also because it's like if I want to say something, I need to be able to say it in a way that people understand. I can't be like Sajid.
Right, not like Sajid. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
can't be like
useless.
Sajid. Um, yeah, can't be like Sajid, but also like wait, I'm getting messages. Ranoosh ko hing hoya ganna. Ranoosh ko hing ganna. Okay, like Sajid, what was I saying? Uh, yeah, so like for the past two songs, I've been using very hard Sinhala.
Okay.
Like I'm wondering where this that will go. You know what I mean? I wonder how. It's like I can't even explain to my girlfriend because she will not understand most of it. But I wrote her a song.
Okay. In English,
I
I'm
wrote
guessing.
not well. So it's in Sinhala and English, and she's Hungarian. So it's in English, Sinhala, and Hungarian.
Oh shit, shit. Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, yeah. It has two Hungarian words.
Still counts, I guess. Like she can improve on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. What else have you been like? If like I understood, I really like the chill song that you have sent me.
Okay. Yeah.
What is that? The chill. What is that called?
Tropical Jam.
Tropical Jam. Yeah, that actually felt like I'm in the beach and I'm drinking a coconut.
Okay. Word.
You
Word.
know,
Word. Word.
it felt like that when I took my time reading it also. I gave every line a few seconds to go into my head. Um, because I know that when you are sending someone else a rhyme or a this thing song, you expect me to do that, right? It's very uh, like it's very disrespectful. I feel like if someone just brush off your, oh, hey, listen to my song. Just listen to this. I put this out, and if I don't listen to it and give him the feedback or whatever, it's very disrespectful. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, I guess, man. I guess it's. I mean, the thing is, you can only do that on an individual level for yourself. I mean, I like
Yeah.
that you're doing that. Like that's part of who you are, what you're about. But like, you can't expect people to do that.
Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. That is true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna send my song to someone and be like, I'm not gonna be waiting for a reply. You know what I mean? I actually, I sent it to. So I'm a big fan of Gayan from Daddy.
Okay.
So I sent it to Gayan. Gaya was like, good song, bro. And I showed it to. I showed it to. Rambari kiye pannu rambari. What's his name? Anduri kamadana.
Oh,
Um,
what's this?
everybody knows who he is.
Yeah.
I sent it to him. He loved it. Uh, and it's kind of nice to have a song that you can send to people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You need to have that. Yeah. Because when like I wouldn't have called myself a rapper until a few years ago. You know what I mean? Because I had nothing to show for myself.
For real, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I mean,
Uh,
I've I feel like on one end it's like, I mean, for me, like I'm doing this thing as part of like just a way to connect with people, friends also, like, well, in the country now,
yeah.
but also outside the country,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
share this thing for rap, and also cause like before I used to like freestyle a lot, and especially like doing the band or
Yeah.
whatever, I
Okay.
used to like friends like that was that, and now there is no outlet for it, and
Right. Right.
I
Right.
was
Right.
actually like talking with Peter, and then I was like, "Shit, you can do this."
Yeah.
And then like I thought about this idea of having like just cyber ciphers, and the fact that it is hasn't been done was strange. And so I was like, "Fuck, I
Yeah. In
need
Sri
to."
Lanka, no? Yeah. True. 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 True.
No,
True.
like even worldwide, like there's no like on YouTube you can search for like a live cyber cipher and
Oh,
find it,
really? I didn't know that.
like
Okay.
there's not much. There's nothing really.
Yeah.
And yeah, because there's a
Yeah.
lot of channels that play beats, and there's freely
Right.
available 24/7 beats. I mean, the quality of the beats and everything vary. Like the mixing and stuff is not great.
Yeah.
But like again, it's
Right.
there, and the fact that it is there
Right.
means like you can connect people around the world, and you're both listening to
Yeah.
the same thing. So you can actually like
Right.
like rap in sync. You don't have to worry about, am I, is his song ahead of mine, or is he listening to the, is the beat
Right. Of
easy?
course not.
Like
Of
none
course
of
not.
that is
Of course
there.
not. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so like if again
It's
like
good that you do both. It's good that you do both because normally what I've heard is what has gotten into our heads is that if you do one, if you're a battle rapper or someone, you can't make songs. That's what people think, but it's not true. Like if you take someone like Eminem, he's a battle rapper. If you take someone like, let's say, I guess that's a good example, but I don't know any other examples like a battle rapper who also,
I mean, like
Uh,
like Immortal Technique, like
oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
like
I don't know if he battle rap. Did he battle rap?
I feel he started that way, no?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, yeah, yeah, of course, of course. I mean, like freestyling is a nice skill to have. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and the thing is
uh,
like, yeah, I mean both, man. Like one is like when you freestyle, you understand like how you can actually write. because when
Right,
you
of
when you
course,
speak
of
is
course.
like that's you're restricted by like your mouth and your lungs and your vocal cords,
Right.
and so you
No,
have to
it's when you hear it. It's when you speak like Sadiq reading up the hadiths, rapping over these beats, fuck all the critiques. Like, of course, I can do this shit. You know what I mean?
yeah
Like, it's not. It comes easy to you. It comes easy to you.
yeah
You know what I mean? Corona. I don't even jerk off anymore. I'm at home with a boner.
yeah exactly that.
My mind's like, yeah, yeah. My mind's like a monkey playing drums like Homer. I don't know, shit like that. Like, of course, this is what I like. Like, this is what I'm thinking when I'm writing.
Yeah,
You know what I
but
mean?
one
Yeah.
interesting thing about
But the skill is, yeah, yeah. Tell me.
one interesting thing about like freestyling is like when I am speaking, I can't be thinking. I have to like shut down the thinking, and I have to just have faith that like the words will come out.
It'll come.
It'll come. Like I just have to know it'll
Yes.
come and not be too worried about it, because otherwise it won't come. You have to like,
Right. Right. I don't know if I have that. I don't know if I have that.
okay.
I think of the rhyme first. I think I think of the rhyme first, because when you're freestyling, of course, you're not gonna be like a you're not gonna do like a Martin Luther King speech.
No, no, sure, but say for example, like, I mean, I'll try like something a cappella, but like, I'm just trying to make a flow. I don't know which direction this will go, but I'm just trying to section my mind into pieces so I can understand where my piece is, and then like, so that like, I didn't
Right.
know it was gonna end up that way. I just had to like
Right. Right.
start,
Right. Of course.
and you have like the first
Right.
bar
Right. Right.
maybe, and then like,
Yeah. Okay. Just give me a word. Like, give me a word. Let me try to rhyme it.
dengu.
Any word. Yo, I got dengue. I need doctors. Send dudes. If you are broken, I'll mend you. I don't want to offend you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the rhymes come like when you're doing this shit for 10 years, man. Of course, the rhymes come easy to you. You know what I mean?
Sure, sure.
Say, give me another word. Give me another word. Give me another word.
Um, chronic.
That's easy.
Go for it.
Smoking up the chronic. I'm going faster than Sonic.
Yeah.
Can you hear the harmonics? Can you hear the harmonics?
What?
Um, I'm growing this hydroponics. Is that a word? I don't know. See, that's when I find out if it's a word.
It is a word. It is a word.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna give you a word. What is that word that I gave to Sajid? That Sajid said? Humanitarianism.
Humanitarianism. All these schisms have me trapped in my head. I'm not sure what to do. I'm just a misdemeanor. I don't have to rhyme. I can just go off the top and it'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay. If you were to rhyme humanitarianism, what would you say? Humanitarianism. Um, humanitarianism, like a pubescent alien is
I mean, there's
inside
schism.
me. Like, yeah.
So you gotta find like
Um,
a
yeah.
prepubescent
See.
schism, and
Yeah. Yeah.
humanitarianism.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Give me a single word. Give me a single word.
Ralle.
Oh, it's well. I think I rhymed that yesterday. Um. Uh. Okay. So I could say, join this rally. I'll be eating my wraps of flames like Della. My dick's out. Look at my fellas. Is that a word?
I mean,
um,
you can have
yeah.
artistic license. Like when you say it like that, people will know what you're talking about.
Of course. Of
So
course. So I had this conversation with my girlfriend. This is worse than Corona. So I had this conversation with my girlfriend yesterday. So she was like, so Eminem has this. I don't know. I keep talking about Eminem. Eminem has this rhyme. I do and idle.
I blew up her.
No, he rhymes I do with idle.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah, like uh, what is that? He don't got I'm wondering why. Stan
Stan, really?
lyrics. Yeah,
Shit.
like it's all about in rap. It's all about the way it sounds. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it doesn't rhyme like the dictionary says it rhymes. Okay, let me see. Hope you have a chance. I am mad. I just think it's fucked up. You don't answer fans. If you didn't want to talk to me outside the concert, you didn't have to, but you could have signed an autograph for Matthew. That's my little brother, man. He's only 6 years old. We waited in the blistering cold for you. For 4 hours, you just said no. That's pretty shitty, man. You're like his fucking idol. He wants to be just like you, man. He likes you more than I do. You get it?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, man, that you
Yes.
remembered is fucking impressive, man. Like shit, I can't.
Oh, Masang, I remember. If you tell me a rhyme, I will tell you which rapper rhymes this rhyme in which song in which album.
God damn.
Like, what type of shit do you listen to?
I mean, like from rap, like rap wise.
Yeah, rap wise.
I mean, big fan of Cunning Linguists. Blue
Okay. Yeah,
Scholars.
linguist is pretty good. Okay.
I mean,
Man, Kani linguist. Do they have any new music out?
yeah, dude, the fucking Rose number new
I don't
ones. I
think so,
mean,
right? They do.
the I think last year it was released.
There's a,
I fucking love it.
how? Oh, really, dude? I haven't heard a Kani linguist album in 5 years. I would say.
Oh, then there's a couple of albums, dude. I think
Oh,
there
really?
should be a couple of albums. Uh,
Okay. Who else? Who else?
there's Blue Scholars, but they haven't put out an album in ages.
Yeah, Blue Scholars. Yeah, I listen to Blue Scholars. Yeah.
Recently, of course, I'm guessing you've heard Joyner Lucas. That dude's been on fire. Like
Yeah,
he's
man,
he's he's
man,
he's he's, he's the man at the
man.
moment, I think.
Fuck. Yeah. Joanna has this song. Yeah, man. Joanna has this song. I got a yeah, for revenge. Oh man, what a fucking song, man. Have you
Who?
heard Revenge by Joyner?
I think so. When you said
Oh, what a song, bro.
when you said
Like
that,
I remember the flow. I'm out for revenge.
oh
Who
yes.
did you first listen to? Like, who was like your entry to rap?
Oh, I guess I started like listening to rap late, man, because I was like like heavy metal. I was a mad fan of like Iron Maiden, like fucking love Iron Maiden.
Yeah,
Still,
I know.
but like that like metal
Yeah,
scene. Rap I listened to later,
yeah,
man. I was I guess in uni. I heard
yeah.
yeah. So I mean I heard even Eminem before, obviously, like as a kid.
Right.
And that
Eminem was big in Sri Lanka, right?
yeah,
Eminem
yeah,
was
Eminem
so
was.
big in Sri Lanka.
But like I mean I was never a
Yeah,
fan of the what do you call it, the more popular rap songs. Like it took me a long time. Like I listened to
right.
like even Snoop Dogg, because the first song I heard of his was like "Drop It Like It's Hot." I
Yeah,
never bothered listening to any other song till I like much later, and then like someone suggested me
yeah.
like the Chronic album, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is the same. This is so good."
Bro, so you listen to the Chronic after you listen to
Oh, so much
after
later. Like
you heard
maybe yeah, yeah,
later,
much
right.
later, much later.
Yeah. We should do like a hip hop session, Masang, where we show like we play some songs for like the kids. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think we might get flagged by YouTube, man. That might be a scene. So they check even live streams
Oh
for
yeah.
copyrighted content. So
Oh, for real?
yeah, yeah, yeah. They
Man,
will
that
they
sucks.
in real time they will knock
So
you down. They're not fucking around.
Oh shit, man. Shit. I
Uh,
heard so my entry into rap was on grade 6. I heard a Biggie song.
okay.
Okay, and Biggie starts off that song with "When I die, fuck it, I wanna go to hell, 'cause I'm a piece of shit. It ain't hard to fucking say, if it ain't hard to fucking tell. It don't make sense going to heaven with the goody goodies dressed in white. I like black Timbs and black hoodies. God will probably have me on some real stick shit. No sleeping all day, not getting my dick licked, hanging with the goody goodies, lounging in paradise. Fuck that shit. I wanna tote guns and shoot dice. All my life I've been considered as the worst, lying to my mother, even stealing out her purse. Crime after crime, from drugs to extortion. I know my mother wish she had a fucking abortion. Bro, when I heard that he said, I wish my mother wish she had a fucking abortion. That blew my fucking mind, man. And
Yo, man, like
that blew
honestly,
fucking
I
mind.
I only listened to Biggie like a lot more recently over like last few
Oh,
like
Matang.
no. So
Oh,
the thing is,
fuck.
I don't think as a rapper nowadays you will get away with saying the shit he was saying, dude.
Bro, yeah,
Like everyone's like, oh, Biggie's like like this, like, oh, like he's such like he's like one of the main rappers, like him and Tupac, and like everyone like like,
yeah,
but like the
yeah,
shit he says
yeah,
in his songs is just like so
man.
fucking like misogynistic by like
Yeah.
today's standards. Like holy shit,
No, Biggie,
like
Biggie has a line that he says, "I will if you let me be with you, I'll suck your daddy's dick."
dude, there is way more worse lines, dude, that he says. He just like just
Oh man,
yeah. Fuck, man, if I could remember,
uh,
if I could remember, hold on.
man.
There is a
Like
great
I think that's the
album with.
only gay shit that I've heard.
Sorry, that's the only gay shit you've heard from him.
No, that's the only gay shit you'd hear from rap. Period. Like, I love you so much that I suck your daddy's dick. So he's saying it to a girl though. You know what I mean? He's saying to a girl that I like you so much that I'd suck your daddy's dick. That's what he's saying.
Roll time. Oh, that's wait,
There,
excuse me.
there's an out like the thing is again like because the way I got introduced to him, the way I got
Yeah.
introduced to a lot of other like rap men, so like even like MF Doom and like Tupac and all these guys, I got
Yeah.
introduced like much later, and also I got introduced through like mashup songs, like not
Oh,
the
right, right,
original
right, right.
beats, and like
Right.
I listened to like the original beats ones afterwards, but like
Yeah.
like so it's yeah. But I mean, in terms of like Biggie, there's a great mashup album, him and Frank Sinatra, that is just fucking killer.
Oh shit! I think I heard that.
Yeah, and
I think I've heard that. It's on YouTube, right?
yeah. I think
Like my parents listen to Bee Gees. My dad never listened to English stuff. My mom listened to Bee Gees. I got into Amaradeva pretty early on.
nice,
Amaradeva was and is my favorite Sri Lankan artist of all time. I
nice.
like all like Amaradeva's catalog masang from 1 to 100. Every song is a hit for me.
Damn, son. Okay,
Yeah. And I listen to Bee Gees, Amaradeva, and and my mother used to love Richard Marx. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I actually tweeted at Richard Marx saying my mother loves you. And my father loved Kapuge, but he never played any songs like that. He was never into music like that. But after Biggie Masang, I got into Eminem.
okay,
To Biggie, I got into Eminem, and then I got into Tupac.
okay.
Uh, and I think Eminem is a really good artist to listen to when you want to figure out the rhymes and all the technical shit. And and then I got into Andre after that. Do you listen to Andre 3000
I
from
mean,
Outcast?
again, like later, like I listened to like the Outcast albums, the like Eight Aliens, that album, and there was I think another one I that I liked a lot. Fuck man, I think I might be the
Yeah,
opposite of you, man. I can't remember names to shit. And like this quarantine period, it because I think I'm meeting less
Aquemini,
people.
Aquemini, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Is it Aquemini? The second album. Aquemini is the third album.
Uh,
Southern
Italian. There was.
Aliens is the second album.
Yeah. And then Aquemini was the one after, I think.
Yeah, man. Like Andre, I would say is the one rapper that I cannot mimic. Like Andre and Biggie are the rappers that I can't mimic. I can mimic Eminem. Eminem is easy to understand. I can even predict the next rhyme that he's about to spit.
Good.
You
Damn,
know?
son. Really?
Yeah, man. Like MF Doom, I can predict some of the things that he says. Some, I would say some, right?
Okay.
Um, because MF Doom is not. I mean, yes, MF Doom sometimes he surprises me. Uh, like when he goes off on that on those you like crazy rhyme schemes, and he goes hung song, you dong dong, the dong dong, bong bong. Every fucking two lines is a fucking rhyme. Every two words is a rhyme. You know what I mean? Hung dong, the song dong, the dong dong, the dong dong. Man, that's crazy. But still, I can figure it out. I can figure out the flow and all of that. But Andre Masang, Andre is one hell of an artist who I cannot figure out. I don't know what he's about to say.
Yeah,
You
he's
know?
fucking great. He's fucking great.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man. I guess another one I got into early, like, I mean, in the sense, like, when I started off was like Immortal Technique, and
yeah,
then it was also like rappers from like Australia and England. There was
yeah.
Australia, like Hilltop Hoods, and like Bliss and SO, and there was
Oh, okay. Oh,
a few others.
Australian rappers.
Yeah, Australian rappers.
Okay, can you send me some because I don't think I've heard many Australian rap.
Sure, can do. And then like the others, like from the UK, there was a bunch. There's a bunch of them also that fire that I was listening that I kind of got
Okay.
into when I.
UK, I listen to a bit of yeah. I listen to a couple of UK rappers, but some of these new rappers are so trash, man.
Yeah. I mean that's there all over the place.
Uh, right. I guess. So I was having this conversation with this girl Masang on Twitter. Uh, and she's a huge metal artist, and we were talking about how even I think I've had this conversation with Diresh also, like how rap is made by marginalized was made by marginalized black people, and how metal was made by you know white trailer park dudes who have mental issues. You
Okay.
know,
I mean
like
the
I feel like
examples
it's
I
the
kind of
same
like go
side.
against that, but yeah.
No, what I'm saying is it's like the same coin, but two like same uh the same side. It's two different sides of the same coin. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like teen angsty white is metal, and oppressed black is rap.
I mean, yes,
You know what I mean?
in
They have.
this. Have you heard
Did you
like
ever
Cottonmouth
see that state
Kings?
like that? Cottonmouth Kings. That
Yeah,
sounds
that's like
familiar. Cottonmouth
like
Kings.
trailer park white boy rap. but it's great. It's like solid. They're on
Oh,
point.
it has to be new though. It has to be new, right?
No, no, no. They're old, man. They're like 90s, I think 90s, 2000s, early
Shit,
2000s.
no, no, dude. I've never heard of Cotton Mouth King. I mean, I've heard of them. I've never heard their music.
Oh, okay. And then they're great. Like
I mean, of
I
course,
actually like a bunch of their tracks. They're like solid, solid. It's mostly
yeah.
like weed songs. It's
I mean, of course.
weed raps and
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah.
So there's Beastie Boys, of course, right? And I wouldn't say Beastie Boys is trailer park though, but still, angsty white. You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, uh, and if you consider someone like, have you heard of Yellow Wolf?
Yellow Wolf. That name sounds familiar, man.
Yellow Wolf is another really good rapper, really good white trash rapper. He's amazing, bro.
Okay. Okay.
And if you get like people like on the metal side, who do you have? You have I don't know, like who do you say is like the pinnacle of metal?
Um, now or like in general?
No, like of all time. If I
Oh,
were to say like that Jay-Z is the best rapper of all time,
yo, man, that's disputed.
who do you
I'll
say is
dispute
like
that.
the
Uh, dude, like,
who do you say is for metal?
oh, I mean, my favorite metal bands are made like probably like they've been the
I
most
mean,
influential on like my life. Like I feel like
right, right,
they were like one
right.
of the first bands I got into, and
I
like
used to listen to Masa Iron Maiden never reduced their quality.
to
Do they still make music?
the last album I listened to was a few years ago. I haven't
2000 maybe 12?
10. I think These Colors Don't Run was, I think that might have been the last album. Uh,
I know you. Oh shit! I just saw this. I know you can't stand yourself trying to be the old you, so you bad. I don't know who said that. I know you can't stand yourself trying to be the old you, so bad you stand yourself. I don't know who said that. Oh shit! I didn't know that Machine Gun Kelly apparently. Google that.
I mean, I feel like you should be like justified for not knowing that. It's okay.
Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly. I could never get into Machine Gun Kelly. But I like some of those. I know I like LP. He's a good white rapper.
Grinch. Grinch
Uh,
is great also.
Grinch, I don't think I've heard.
Grinch, and what's the other guy's name? Grinch. Uh, Greaves. Greaves is the other dude.
No, I haven't heard these white rappers.
Greaves is also great, dude.
Grinch a white rapper?
Grinch? Oh shit, Grinch might not be a white rapper. No, no, Grinch is a white rapper. Even
Maybe
have you
white
heard
rapper.
like Macklemore's first album? This is my
Yeah,
language.
Macklemore used to be really good.
Ooh, that album
Yeah, yeah,
was fire, dude.
Yeah, Macklemore had some good music like uh Vipassana is from the first album, right?
Yeah, yeah, Vipassana is a fucking great song, dude. Holy shit, love that song.
Yeah. Man, like people don't know that shit.
Yeah, I mean, because like you only like listen to like the stuff that everyone else hears. Cause it's
Yeah,
not so much about the music, but just like your need to stay relevant amongst your circle and like society.
that is true. Yeah, that is true.
It's unfortunate,
That
man.
is
It's
true, bro.
unfortunate.
Like to be honest with you. To be honest with you, that was the same reason that like I when I listened to like back in grade 9 masang, I had like at least 100 GB worth of music, just rap,
Damn, dude.
just rap.
In ninth
Not
grade?
100. I wouldn't say 100. I wouldn't say in ninth grade. I wouldn't say 100. Maybe like I wouldn't say 100. I don't remember exactly, but just say like just say 20 gigs
That's a
in
lot,
ninth grade
man.
because I was so obsessed with rap that I listened to every fucking thing.
Dude, I
I listened
remember
to
like
every fucking thing.
ninth grade, ninth, 10th. So that's like round O levels. I remember I had like
Yeah, before level.
that's when I think I started collecting, and I had like 64 MB or something. That was my
Okay.
collection.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and
So I
each song was like
yeah.
forever to download. Like I'd wait like a night to download
Right.
one
No, I
song.
didn't download it. I didn't download it. What I did was, Matang, I had this cousin of mine who
Okay.
used to be into rap, and he had a PC at his place,
Okay.
and I used to go there. I used to listen to it, and and one day, Matang, I got myself a hard drive,
Okay.
and I went there, got it all, and I listened to listened to those music, Matang. It was like a couple of like maybe close to 2000, even like I would say 3000, 4000 songs. I listened to that in that whole year. Like,
Shit.
oh man,
Damn,
bro,
dude.
like I don't know, like
That's nuts.
it's like I don't know, that love for that shit is crazy that I had.
Nice. Nice. I mean,
And I think the more you listen, the more you become a better rapper.
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I feel like because when I used to listen to more, I guess I
Okay.
started again like rap like late. I started in like my maybe around 20s, man, like early to like after
Yeah.
finals, like 18, 19, 20.
Okay.
And so I mean,
Okay.
I didn't write at all. And even these days, like say if I am listening to like a rap artist, like I was like binging on the new Canning Linguist album I like last year for a
Yeah.
couple of months, and got
Yeah.
into like the whole like rap scene, and like I didn't write at all while listening.
Right.
Uh,
Masang, so I'm the same. I'm the same. I wouldn't write. I wouldn't listen to rap when I'm writing.
yeah, no, but also because like I was in the
Yeah.
whole mindset of just like just into those songs, and like because that was the scene instead of just being like so like like the other times when I find when I listen to like instrumentals, my mind will be full of like just instrumentals,
Yeah.
and then I have the space to just like throw my own words on top.
Right.
And that isn't the case
Right.
when
Right.
I
Right.
listen to
Right. Right.
rap, where it's already complete. And especially like with Cunning Linguist,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I can't like they will like for each Cunning Linguist album they will give you the instrumentals because they know that you
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
that up. Like,
Right. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
like
There have been a couple of artists, Masam, that yeah, there have been a couple of artists that 50 Cent never like because you know how 50 Cent got famous, right?
no, not really. I don't. I mean,
So 50 Cent got famous, Masang, by rapping on everyone else's songs and doing it better.
okay, okay,
Okay. So he was out. The 2000 1999 2000 was the mixtape era when this apparently this street in Brooklyn, all they had was mixtapes.
okay.
They were selling bootleg mixtapes. Have you heard of DJ Drama?
DJ drama,
This is
no.
some hip hop history for you. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice, nice,
So
nice.
DJ Drama, yeah, DJ Drama was one of the main people who got caught by the feds, by the way, for selling mixtapes on the street.
Okay,
And the one way that you can become a hot rapper those days was to put out mixtapes of just freestyles of rapping into on other people's raps,
Okay.
on other people's instrumentals, right? So 50 Cent masang just murdered the mixtape scene.
Oh shit. Okay.
And at that moment, there was nobody that people were listening to other than 50 Cent,
Okay. Okay.
right? And after he got shot, his record label kicked him out, and then nobody wanted to sign him because he was like a like a like a target,
Okay.
right? And the only people who were willing to sign him was Eminem and Dr. Dre. So that's how he came into power. Weird that I said power because one of his mixtapes is called Power of the Dollar. Uh, and same way that Ti came into prominence, Ti the rapper.
Yeah.
So when 50 Cent is doing this shit in New York, masang, Ti in southern Atlanta, masang, Ti is rapping.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
that's with the mixtape scene he was building up, and then same with Lil Wayne, bro. Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne was rapping from 1996, maybe even 1996 he was rapping.
Damn.
But
Okay.
can you just imagine the longevity, masang, of Lil Wayne because from 1996, I guess same with Eminem, right? They've been doing this shit for 30 years now.
Yeah.
But Lil Wayne only became popular in 2009, 2000 maybe 7, 8.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Because of the mixtape scene only. Yeah, because he was just rapping on everyone's beat and he was murdering all those beats.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you started this saying that
So
there were
yeah,
a
so one of
few
the
tapes that he
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
rap on.
few artists that 50 Cent didn't do Cunning Linguist. He didn't do any Biggie songs. Um, he didn't do any Outcast songs. There's a list of uh, there's a 50 Cent put out this list of rappers that he never went after. One of them was Cunning Linguist. One of the groups is Cunning Linguist.
Okay. I mean, like shit, man. Like honestly, like they they have instrumentals also. So I have listened to the instrumentals, but like you listen to like the actual
Yeah,
song and you're like, fuck, dude, I can't write. Like I can't
yeah,
like I can give it my
yeah,
all and like
yeah. Cunning Linguist. Yeah, I would agree with you. I would agree with you.
yeah, shit, man. Like
I would agree with you.
I fucking love those dudes.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. The last album, the Rose Namayune's album.
I'm gonna listen to that.
Ooh, man,
Weirdly, I stopped listening to Cunning Linguist like
so
in
good.
2007.
Yeah. I guess there's that.
So any songs that you're working on right now? What about the themes, Matan? What type of themes are you going into?
I guess the thing is, th- the theme is, I feel like based on the situation and like what I'm seeing. So,
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
mostly about the fact that I feel top of mind is that we've come to a point where we've messed up our structure of like society so much, specifically in this
Okay.
island like Sri Lanka, where we've
Okay.
like, I mean, we are gonna hit like recession that's gonna be hard, and the
Maybe.
problem is
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
like there's so much like people in power now have so much of like control because like they have so much of like voice.
Right.
Like like the thing is like, say for example, like when we come into recession, and because we're heading into recession, what is in top of people's mind isn't the fact that like
Yeah.
these buggers have put us here, because the main key topics are
Right.
like either it's an ethnic problem, either it's
Okay.
either it's some other issue that's just like
Okay.
they know that they can distract people, and if the conversation's happening in that area, they can put pictures of how they're,
Right, right, right.
listening to children,
Yeah,
and like videos of them listening to children or tapes of children. They can put out pictures about how they
right,
watch
right.
watch TV on a CRT TV, and like people will be cool with, like,
Yeah, yeah.
and if you look at the numbers, it's fucked because like
And
these
like,
are like the richest, like
yeah, bro. Yeah, that is true.
they're like the richest people in the island, and they're professional politicians.
Yeah,
And so it's not like, you
right,
have a
right, right, right.
business that comes from, like, that makes that money. And like
Right.
our, so therefore that implies that our loan payments that they're saying like government servants need to like forego
Yeah.
or like gift to the country shouldn't come from like
Okay.
the working people.
Mm.
But no one's saying shit. And like,
Right, right.
no one's saying shit because, again, like, it's, I mean, like, again, like, one thing is you're going to be saying shit against like the top people in the country, and the other is that what do you do once you say shit? Like, there's nothing to do. There's no uh recourse or like action that you can take. Like the top
Yeah,
lawyers are like discussing other bullshit,
yeah,
and like
yeah.
everyone's so divided. Like no one trusts each other. The sad thing is like I
That's the thing,
remember.
bro. That's the thing, bro. I think this is a problem for the people, Makan. Like, even when I'm like, for the couple of songs that I wrote, I try not to go into very political territory, because I always want to like fix the people first, at least.
I mean,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, if the people, yeah,
Sorry, go on, go on.
yeah, if the people are people, if the people know better, Makan, you know what I mean? Like, the one thing that I hate about, so I put this in Saddeh. Uh, I end Saddeh with he- uh, I end Saddeh with how do I end it? It is Mashallah, you trust Father, in Dharma, you got Shraddhava, Agam Vigamne, one rutter, we are fuck ups, we must stop in rock hard for some mattam, fuck tatam. We must try then Hitakarapang Rakshava, because because like I feel like I have a responsibility to talk to our the Buddhist set, right? As you know what I mean? And it's like when Tupac put out strictly for my niggas and the N word, you know.
Mm.
Uh, so he made one whole album. I don't know. I try not to say the N word in like rap, because I don't want to say the N word in rap. Um, uh, he put out one whole album just for his people. Listen to this shit.
Yeah.
This is for my people. This is not for the white dudes. This is for my brothers. I need you to listen to this shit and please learn from this shit,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So I feel like I have a responsibility to talk to for the people that I represent,
Yeah. I
right?
mean,
To fix their shit first.
yeah.
Because if we are in the right masang, then we can point our fingers to other people. But when we are doing weird shit masang, we can't. I feel like.
I mean,
You know what I
again,
mean?
man, the whole thing about like pointing fingers again is a bit tricky because like,
Yeah.
in the sense that like, say even say for example like we both disagree like the people in charge of this country has totally fucked it up. The whole problem that
Yeah.
why they won't like why nothing will get resolved is because that antagonism that you bring when you say
Yeah.
like, like, the fuck have you done with this place? If you bring that antagonism, automatically the other dude will go on defense.
Yeah. yeah,
And so therefore there is, I mean, so they're
right,
on defense and they're in power, so like they will defend with everything. And so you can't really, I mean, besides the power imbalance, like
right,
there is a natural like uh
yeah,
like a removal from responsibility the other person has, simply because like their actions have been brought up in like this with this antagonism.
right,
And so like there might be like a need for like a different way of like communicating it,
right,
possibly. I don't know if that's hoping for too much, or if that's like uh
yeah,
too much
yeah.
to expect. But yeah, man, like I feel
Expectation.
one nice thing about like the Sinhala rap scene is that like a lot of the
Yeah,
dudes who are like the good artists, like Drill Team, Costa,
yeah,
all those buggers, again, like
yeah,
the message they put also
yeah.
is like
Raviji,
solid.
I like Raviji. Yeah, yeah.
They have
Costa
a
and Costa is like I'm on the fence about Costa's content,
okay.
but I love his music. He's a great musician. But I love Ravi J, Master D. I love this shit. Um, but yeah. Like I mean, rap. I think is essentially what rap does is to it's knowledge, right? You're giving intelligence to your people and you're teaching people. That's what I think rap is. Yes, too. It started in Brooklyn when they were partying and they wanted to shout people out, put your hands up or whatnot. But then, with it came like people like Run DMC and Public Enemy and said, and NWA said, fuck the police. You know what I mean? And they were speaking on issues, what's going on, whatever that they want to teach. And, like Brenda's Got a Baby, man. Like Tupac's Brenda's Got a Baby is like, I think, one of the most masterful songs that taught women to like, to how to act, I guess. You know what I mean? So there is no support system right now. There's nobody telling people how to live except for who is there to
Religious
teach
institutions.
how to religious institutions. I do I do agree with there are some religious institutions that like there are some priests that I listen to, even some priests that I listen to that I love because uh, there are some priests that I monks that I listen to that give me power. Okay, like even before putting out a song, Masang, I listen to them because they give me so much reassurance.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I do. There are a handful of monks that I listen to, but the majority I would say is pandering.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, but um, but other than that, someone who speaks to our generation, it has to be music, I guess,
Yeah.
and movies.
Yeah.
You know what I
TV
mean?
shows and things. That's why like it's interesting like when different like people like with state media, like the TV shows that get pushed.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
people
Masang.
yeah.
Yes, tell me about this. Yeah.
It's not no no. I mean I don't know much detail because I'm not like a film or like TV enthusiast, but you can see it. Like you can see what gets pushed when people
Bro,
like you know
you should wait for my next song because I talk about this a bit
nice
in my
nice.
in the song that I've been writing. So I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
But bro, I'm very like okay. I have some good things to say about maybe like Kumbio,
Okay.
some
Yeah.
good Sri Lankan dramas. But even Kumbio, I feel like is very con artistry and probably not the best thing we need in Sri Lanka right now. But uh, it does show that like in the did you watch Kumbio?
No man, I didn't.
Okay, so Kumbio is like
I know
two
I've
con
I've
not I wouldn't say con artists. They're like
entrepreneurs and It's a Sri Lankan entrepreneur thing.
Yeah, yeah, kind of entrepreneurs, but they're yeah, yeah, but they like they're kind of it's kind of like watching it's kind of like watching Westworld for Sri Lankans, right?
Okay.
Or True Detective, I would say,
Okay.
because not Westworld, not Westworld. I would say True Detective. So between the detective scenes, there is a bit of philosophy, or like there's a bit of preaching that happens that is good for our Sri Lankans.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But other than that, Masang, I don't know if I like the the mass media that comes out.
Yeah. Again, like I don't think like it's put out for. They're not thinking about how to improve like people's intellect. Like that's not the priority
Yeah,
of any of this,
yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah. I don't, I don't think I don't think I expect them to improve their intellect. Like for an example, Masang, my mother doesn't want to see intellectual shit, right? She just wants to see something where they don't fight at home. You know what I mean? But but I could show uh, Narcos to my father, and he'll understand something from it. It's a different, he's a different demographic than my mother.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But for my mother, is she needs the TV, she needs Swarnavahini and ITN.
I mean, the thing
So
is,
those things, yeah,
the thing is like again like I feel like again like this whole like idea like these difficult subjects are kind of
yeah,
bundled together in TV shows, and so like I mean,
okay,
so like you said, like say a program like Narcos might have a lot of difficult subjects in it,
yeah,
but again, like the drive is entertainment. One is not really to explore like the difficult
yeah,
subjects, and the other
yeah,
is like I mean, you can't. It's not like having like a peaceful like setting like where nobody's fighting at home as a premise for a series is mutually
yeah,
exclusive from like having like an intellectual series.
yeah,
There might be a market for that now that you've said it. You can do like a peaceful home, and like the whole thing is
yeah.
like how the hell is this home so peaceful? Like
No, bro. Yeah, 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 yeah. Look, bro. Like, I feel like the Rajapaksa family uh, should be the teaching family for all Sri Lankans, because those brothers are they have been through thick and thin. They have been through so much, and they've stuck together. The unity is there in that family. You know what I mean? And that unity is what we need in Sri Lanka right now.
yeah, man. Like learn the good from everything, bro. Learn the good from everybody.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure, for
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Like, yeah, Madan, like I believe that, because that's what uh, the reason that I remember that was because when my father was watching Narcos, I gave him Narcos, I showed him Narcos, and when the brothers were, even though they were doing really bad shit, like selling drugs, uh, when those brothers meet in jail, they are still brothers, and they plan the shit in jail. You know what I mean? And that unity is what's important right now.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, it's also like more than that. It's so like that unity comes from an understand like a mutual identity.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
It's
yeah,
like unfortunately we're trained to be very individual, and but we can extend that
yeah,
identity to our say our family or maybe our friends or like a small group of people. But as like a nation, you
yeah,
gotta like extend that identity to like everybody, like everybody in the nation. That's like a national identity.
yeah,
And the problem
yeah,
is like when you say like, oh, like this identity is it's mine in the sense like this is what I think this identity means. and it excludes
Right.
others who are also part of the nation. And
Right.
like then that's where like there is a
I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Yeah.
yeah, this conflict.
I think. I think. I think what I don't think. I don't think this is the best platform to talk about this because I'm gonna get a lot of shit for saying these type of things. But uh, like there are some things that I believe in that may be too truthful for people. So I'm not gonna say those shit. But
I mean, you can say it,
but
and if you want, I
um
will take it down later.
no. I'll talk to you about this when we're like not on camera. You know what I mean?
Okay, okay.
Uh, you should put this part. The me saying, I don't want to say this shit. That'll be a good hook for people to watch.
I
Um,
mean, but then I'll need a video of you
but
saying that shit, man. Like, otherwise, what are they gonna
no, the thing is, I feel like okay, if you consider my family, I have to understand my sister's skills, and I have to let her do her part, but be a part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like it's basically networking, right? So if I have Ilhan who is amazing at anything that comes to business,
Okay,
right? And we have an enterprise together. It's beneficial for me to have him in my team.
okay,
And as long as I have him in my team, I'm not gonna see him as an outsider,
okay,
right?
okay,
I would say some shit about white people, saying they came to Sri Lanka, they taught us how to drink, they ruined uh, our history, they ruined our Buddhism for us and all that shit. But if and I could say some shit about the LTT bombing us and all that shit. But if you're not willing to get married to a to a Tamil woman, and if I'm not willing to get married to like a Hungarian girl,
okay.
right? Where that's where the peace will come from. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I have to be open to, you know what I mean? Like the because whoever who did that is not them right now.
yeah.
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean? We have to get past our fucking
for
uh,
sure.
you know our biases. I would say.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what I mean?
one is like this. Say, that two. I feel there's two different like kind of distinctual like either like one is you're directly affected, and if you were directly
Yeah,
affected by somebody, then it's a matter of like
that's
learning
gonna be a
like
bit hard. Yeah, that's
but the
gonna
thing
be.
is it's still like
Yeah, that's gonna be.
forgiveness, and it's still like
Yeah,
going
yeah,
through
really
that
forgiveness.
process. But the other is like
Yeah,
most people, it's like you aren't directly affected, you're just like righteously angry, you know.
right.
And like
That's his.
most
Yeah,
people
I get
fall
it.
under that. Most people
Yeah,
aren't directly,
yeah,
they're just righteously like offended. They're just like, no, 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 these buggers did this to these buggers. Did you see those buggers? You saw it in that video, they were crying. Did you see the
right.
And
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was
Like when I saw Jessica Ferrari was steaming at the fact that like when people were mad at the killer for getting out,
killer.
the Royal Park killer
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
murderer. Yeah, I mean, I believe that everyone should have a second chance, but I don't know I don't know the instance or the situation enough to make a comment about that.
Okay.
But my principle is, but without before knowing that, I would say my principle is even a killer should have a chance to redeem himself.
The thing is,
Maybe not outside,
the problem
maybe
with
inside the prison, whatever. I don't know the details. Yeah,
the problem with that is like that can't be used as an argument, say for a case like that, or case like even when the recent army commander got like out of prison. Because like yes,
Yeah.
people need to have a second chance, but we operate within like a system of certain rules, and there's certain
The true, 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 true.
there's certain like this whole what do you call what's it called what's the term this understanding that we all have this there's a word called social uh,
Uh, Social responsibility.
no like we all can get along
Like,
because
yeah, you are
we're
basically influencing. Yeah, yeah,
because we aren't going there's a social structure that's holding us together. And the problem
yeah,
is
yeah,
that when the social structure is proved to be like just fake. I mean, the thing is,
right,
it's not physical in existence. It's only exists in our symbols and like how
right. Of course, of course.
people treat it, and people in power
Right.
specifically treat it. And so when like
Like constructs, right?
yes, when those constructs are disregarded, then like
Yeah,
those constructs are also like people like internalize the construct. They're like, I am this
yeah. That's true.
type of person who lives in this type of like society, and like when that type of
Right.
society is like not that actually what you're living in, then like who are you as a person?
Yeah.
Like that, then like there's a lot of difficult questions that need to be asked, and like so obviously like
Sorry, man. I just got a message. I just got a message saying Ranoosh, you're triggering so many people.
it's
Tell me. Sorry, sorry. I cut you off. I cut you off. Sorry.
it's cool.
Keep going, man.
I mean, the thing is like
Yeah.
no. So the thing is, you
Yeah.
are in this. You are because you're. But I don't think again like people are too soon to like be like oh you're triggering in the sense like you're saying something that that is against my current like again my social structure and my identity structure. And so if you're saying that
Right.
you know
Right.
uh
Right. Right.
then I mean obviously like you might get triggered, but again like how do you move past the triggering and have like a conversation where like you're not coming from
Conversation. Yeah.
you're not coming from a
Yeah.
antagonistic point of
So
view. You're just saying what you're
right.
saying
Right.
isn't wrong, but like can it be applied here? We
Yeah.
both have to like question and figure that out, like
Right. Right. Of course. Of
and
course.
so
I'll give you the best example for this. I'll give you the best example for this, Madan. Um, so I like on Twitter, I see a lot of black people having a lot of hatred towards white people, right?
okay,
Like, uh, and I understand that it comes from a real place, right? I could never understand like, uh, like, I mean, of course, we were like sold, we were almost slaves when the British invaded us and all that shit. But for me to hate someone white, okay, is is the same as, so there's a there's a concert by the Wu-Tang Clan and ODB, Old Dirty Bastard. In the middle of this concert, Old Dirty Bastard takes the mic and he says, there's a lot of N words in this, so I'm just gonna say N word. He says, the name of the song is Shame on a N, shame on a homie. Let's say homie for N word. Shame on a homie for trying to run games on a homie. That's the song, right? And he explains what he means by this. He says the uh, the government the government homies, and when I say government homies, I don't mean the government homies. I mean the people who are trying to divide us. And when I say homies, I mean white homies and black homies. Like he uses the N word. He says white N words and black N words.
okay,
He says, okay, we should all come together against the people who are trying to divide us. That's what the meaning of the song is. That's what he explains.
yeah, okay,
Okay, and that's the root of the problem here, because they've forgotten those. This was back in the 90s, by the way. This concept, right? So they've forgotten the root of the problem, that the division is good for the people who are ruling,
okay,
right?
yeah,
Yeah. And and when when uh, when like let's say that what's the bugger's name, Kapruka guy, right? Of course he's a dumbass for doing whatever he did, right? But when you are trying to like I feel like when you are causing so much of a problem to, like, you're making a big deal out of being a social, make it, as long, what I'm trying to say is like that the people who are triggered by that were thinking so much about the social problem than the social constructs or the social influence that this action may have. They thought about that more than thinking about the mental constructs. You understand what I'm trying to say?
So by mental constructs, do you mean just the want to make profit, or like a business, like greed, or do you, and by social
Yeah,
construct, do you
yeah.
mean this want to like the need to like help each other out during like a problem, or this want or like
No, like social okay, so the negative social thing that would happen with this is, uh this guy won't be held accountable for what he did,
I mean the thing is, again, like
right?
because there was such a hue and a cry.
That's the fear that people will have.
No, not
Right.
really. I mean, the thing is, it's interesting in this aspect. I mean, this particular example that you brought up,
Okay.
because I mean, regardless
Yeah.
of any legal ramifications, they're gonna be
Yeah.
remembered for the like they're gonna be remembered
Yeah.
as doing that, and that is going
Right.
to have more negative impact on them and their business than like any like legal ramifications, because the amount of effort,
Right.
like
Right.
marketing effort and like PR effort they need to like be able to just like come back to where they were is,
Yeah.
it might not be achievable, like no matter how much they sink in.
Right. 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 So would you agree that he doesn't have a that he shouldn't have a would you say that he shouldn't have a platform to explain himself,
Uh,
or like,
are you
uh
referring to like when he came on and did like a few interviews afterwards and things like that?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
the thing is, again,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's the way like it was presented. I think
right.
that I saw like one that was done
A
where he was
superhero,
kind of
right?
wearing like a Superman cape, and like it was like,
Right. Right.
and then again, like,
Yeah.
how are you trying to promote this? Because again, like I feel a
Right.
problem
Right.
with
True enough. True enough. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
a lot of businesses, especially during this time. I mean, yes, it's a difficult
Yeah.
time, and like the infrastructure is not in place to be able to like accommodate the changes that this situation has brought on. But like a lot of people are like busy, like,
Yeah.
patting themselves on the back, like, they've done a good job, like, but like the fact is, like, they haven't,
Yeah.
like,
Right. 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 Right.
like like, and that has to also be
I
case
agree.
if you're supposed to progress, and
Right. I agree with you. I agree with you when it comes to the execution part. They did a horrible job.
yeah,
Terrible job.
and
Yeah.
also,
Yeah. 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 And also, Masang, yeah.
I feel
And
like,
also, Masang, there is. I mean,
sorry, go on.
yeah. Tell me.
Go on, go
Yeah.
on,
Yeah,
go
tell
on.
me. Tell me. Tell me.
No, I feel like for this case, like, regardless of any legal ramifications, again, this is a good example of making a hue and cry, that has kind of like
Yeah.
meaning in the sense, like, for at least for businesses that depend on like
Yeah.
at least a certain level of uh, positive perception to be able to like function or to be able to grow.
Right.
You need,
Right.
it's not like the government, like you can have a like the government can have a shit rating, but they won't give a shit,
Yeah.
but like for businesses, like,
Well, of
it
course not.
should be the case where if there is a negative perception in the market about them and what they're doing, they shouldn't be able to like do what they're doing. They need to like
Right.
change course, and they need to
Of
readdress,
course.
and they may not be able to recover, but like, even,
Yeah. I mean, yeah. 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 Like, Manan, the best example would be dialogue. right? Everybody in the country knows dialogue steals data. Everybody knows it, right? And when it came out, when the quarantine shit happened, they were paying meme pages to counteract the negative stuff, right? And people don't know that. People don't know your friend who you've known for a long time were paid to say good shit about dialogue, right? Because he probably works at dialogue or he was paid. And I know this for a fact, okay? But dialogue is fine in the eyes of, uh, you know what I mean? They have so much money that they have money to counteract the campaign.
No, true. So the thing, the
You know what I
problem
mean?
is this.
And yeah,
Again, like with what you just said, being able to pay to just put out different alternative points of view. So
yeah.
if you and me are trying to actually come to a concept,
Having a conversation.
having a conversation and trying to look at what's out there and trying
Yes.
to come to our own conclusion,
Yeah.
we are going to be hit with
Yeah.
like a lot of biased information that seems third
Right.
party but is actually not. And
Right.
with social media like that,
Right.
like I have a friend who's working in this business where he does
Right.
this, and like it's nuts because every like all
No, it's not.
like political parties are doing this, businesses are doing this, and it's offered as a
Yeah,
service
of course.
because it's something
I
that
couldn't have
people
said
need,
this.
so obviously you offer it as a service.
Yeah, I couldn't have said this a couple of weeks ago because I was still working at that place, but I'm not working at that place anymore, and we were told not to.
Okay.
Oh shit! I wonder what will happen to me now.
It,
Drones, like dialogue drones. Like uh, yeah. So the opinion that you're making, you don't even know that the opinion you're making, you're gathering it from everything you're seeing, right? I'd rather have the Kapruga guy and explain to me what happened with his face than me having me having a, I don't know, like a subconscious opinion given to me by, Facebook.
okay, okay, that's a valid point. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And yeah. And I don't know, Matang. I don't know because I know this dialogue shit because I was in it. And I know this meme shit because I'm in this meme shit. You know what I mean? I have a couple of meme pages and all of that shit. Uh, but you don't know where the information is coming from, and for you to go ahead and make a big fuss, like I would say Jessica Ferrari.
Call outs, call outs.
Like I love her because she like supports my music and all that shit. But she, when she puts out some things, I wonder if she thinks, do I know this whole story for me to say they have this opinion about this?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
You know
there's
what I
one
mean?
fundamental problem is that like now
Yeah,
you can't know the whole story,
yeah,
and so because of that,
yeah.
like
That's the
truth
thing.
has become irrelevant. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
what is true doesn't, unfortunately, no longer matters. If you no longer
yeah,
can
yeah,
know the whole story, then what
yeah.
does truth mean? Like nothing. It's just you, what you want to
Right.
espouse as your
Yeah,
ideas. And so then in the sense it's better to
yeah,
have good ideas and good beliefs and good belief systems, more positive ones at least, or more like
yeah, yeah,
uniting ones rather than more divisive ones, because like in the
yeah,
end that's gonna help us last
yeah,
longer, like
yeah,
the problem is though, like in
yeah.
the short
Dude,
term,
this,
that's counterintuitive.
yeah, 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 definitely, definitely. I would agree with that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It,
I would agree with that. Like, I remember, man, I wanted to say this shit for a long time. We'll end this with this because I
okay,
feel like we shouldn't go on anymore. Dude, I would love to talk to you more, but we should do this again, like soon.
okay, I'm done. This can be
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
another.
So
This
I
can be
want.
another part of like the cyber cipher. Just like just get weird and just
Yeah,
talk,
yeah,
because that's part of the cipher, man. That's part
yeah,
of the.
yeah. We're talking about we are like, this is like we should have like two more people in this as well because I want to get more opinions.
Yeah, that also
Uh,
can be arranged.
and one thing I don't do, yeah, one thing I don't do is block people on Twitter or like hide people on mute people on Twitter or like Facebook who I don't agree with.
Okay,
That will put you in a bubble that is scary.
okay.
You know what I mean? That's a very scary bubble to be in. You know what I mean? If you're not getting opposing opinions about what you think, that's not a good place to be.
I mean, honestly, I have tried Twitter, man. Like I tried it recently. It is a lot, man. It is
it's,
a lot. It is just so much. I
it's a lot.
can't.
It's a lot.
I can't. I like.
No, I'm not talking about Twitter. I'm not talking about Twitter. I'm just saying even on Facebook. If someone puts a
Okay.
racist post that I don't believe in, I'm not gonna block him. Is what I'm saying. I
Sure.
want to know your opinion, your side.
I mean,
You know what I
especially
mean? And like
especially
I was just,
if it's not from a meme page,
yeah,
but if it's like a person I have met in real life that is posting it, then obviously I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah,
block them.
definitely,
Then it's just
yeah,
like, yo,
yeah,
man,
yeah, of
I
course,
have met you, I
yeah,
know you. I mean, we friended on Facebook. We might have connected, or at least I would have interacted
yeah,
with you a few times. So, what's up? What's the
yeah,
scene?
yeah, yeah.
Like it's a good
And another thing I wanted to
it's a good inlet
yeah,
into like another paradigm of like thinking,
yeah,
because that's your only inlet.
yeah, that's very important to have. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One thing I wanted to say was when I put that joke out on Open Brain,
Which joke out?
I put this joke out, bro, like this was like a couple of years ago, okay?
Okay.
I put this joke out. It's a very offensive joke, and people were on my fucking dick for like 2 weeks. Like, oh, this is offensive to all that shit. And and it was so funny to me because the guy who does Open Brain, the white guy, the two white guys.
Yeah, yeah. Ohana and Michael.
Yeah, I mean, I love them for giving us platforms and yeah, giving us platforms. But the fucking white high horse morality, you know, like
Go
they
on, go
they
on.
fucking come from like UK and America, UK and America, and they're fucking trying to teach us like moral high ground is fucking hilarious to me, man. You know what I mean? Like it's just
I now want to
hilarious to
know
me
the
because
story, dude. I now want to know the story.
so I put this joke out, right? I mean, I'm saying it's just funny to me that that so I put this joke out. It said I won $5,000 for this joke, by the way.
Okay.
Uh, the joke was I hate it when a fat girl insults me, and I want to be the bigger person, but I can't because she's fat. It's a basic joke.
Okay.
It's a joke based on wordplay,
Yeah, 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 for sure.
right? And it's not anything to say about fat women or anything like that. That is not the point of the joke, right?
Uh,
And
leaving aside that, I mean, it's a funny joke.
yeah, yeah, it's a funny joke. Yeah, it's a funny joke. And I have nothing against anybody.
Sure.
Even like the worst. Yeah, and it was so funny to me that when I put that joke out, that they were like so offended by that, and they were teaching me like morality. And it was so funny to me because I forgot to tell my girlfriend about this because we have conversations about like me being Sri Lankan and her being from Europe, and it's so funny to me that uh, that's a form of so they wanted me to delete the joke,
Really?
but I felt like yeah, they wanted me to delete the joke because and it was so funny to me because in an open space, right? Uh, maybe I was wrong, maybe I'm not in the right. I'm having doubts myself, but like to like openly mute or like tell someone to take it down or something like that is I don't agree with that. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
I mean, the thing is like, so, shit. Yes, like for one, it's like it's a funny joke. It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's not. It's you're not saying it to a fat person, but
Right,
like
right. I'm not saying this person, this person.
yeah,
And also, I would agree. I would agree if someone said kill all Jewish people, that needs to be taken down because that's not a joke,
yeah. So the thing is like
right?
again. So between the two is it's like saying like oh these people need to die versus
Right.
like this joke about you know so I guess if I'm playing devil's advocate,
Yeah.
then I'd be like one is like I guess fat people are anyway treated like like they aren't treated the best,
Shit. Yeah.
you know
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then two I guess especially like fat women have it harder, like it's a
Yeah.
lot easier to be
Yeah.
a
I
fat
guess
woman,
we do. I guess we do.
and so like especially like in a space where
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
trying to be
I guess we
open,
do.
more vulnerable,
Yeah.
and if
Yeah.
you have
That's
jokes
true.
that
Yes.
are like kind of like
Like kind of hitting you.
yeah
Yeah.
that are kind of against you, and
Yeah.
especially in a space where like
Yeah.
you kind of want to be open and vulnerable, then
Right. Right. Right.
should that be allowed? This I don't know, man. Like again, like
Yeah.
I,
That's a good question, actually. Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like I feel like okay. So maybe it's because I believe that everyone should have a thick skin to talk about these things at least, and not be silenced at least as a first step.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
say for
Yeah.
example,
Yeah.
if the comments on that post went like this conversation,
Yeah. Yeah.
then like whether that post is taken down or not or just kept, like the thing is the conversation builds from there. The problem is like when
Right.
like
Right.
people
Right.
get
Right.
triggered and then either don't reply or just reply like you fucking asshole,
Defensively. Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
then like nothing happens, like there's the conversation doesn't
Happens.
take
Yeah.
place,
That's
and
true.
like both
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
improve, like you like both the person that took
Right.
offense and like even you from your part, like
Right.
if like because you're willing to like go through and like wonder whether what you say is good or not. It's not a matter of
Yeah.
like I need to take this down or not, but like I mean I've
Yeah.
said this, it's funny,
Yeah.
I know, but like it also may
Yeah.
be other things, and so
Right,
like
right, right. Of course, I would agree with that. I would totally
yeah,
agree with that.
and so like
I would say, like, yeah, I would say like when Dave Chappelle made that joke about trans people,
oh
and
man,
a lot of yeah,
sticks and
man,
stones,
fucking
that
genius,
was
Dave
so
Chappelle.
good, so good,
Oh man,
so good.
so good, bro, so good.
Oh,
And he comes back and he explains his side of the story.
yeah,
Did you see that? Yeah, where he says that he went out with this woman, and she turned out to be a black. She turned out to be a dude, and he says that maybe I had like a deeper issue here,
yeah, yeah,
you know. And yeah, and that I mean that is so beautiful for him to come and do that.
yeah, yeah. It
Yeah,
again like it's the thing is like it's difficult to see on text, especially
yeah, it is. It is
the
very difficult.
context of the
Very difficult.
words
Yeah,
when it's just words, like when it's
yeah,
words on the screen, the context of the words, because
yeah, yeah.
you can say
Interpret it
in
many ways. Yes.
yeah, when you're saying it in
Yeah.
person or on video or whatever, there is way more cues to give a context about like
Right.
how you
I would
mean
agree
it.
with that. Yeah.
Like if you
Yeah.
want to take
Yeah.
a text transcript, I mean like
Yeah.
when you say like oh these people need to die.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm saying that there are other words coming after it, and
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
this whole like context that
Yeah.
I'm saying it to, but
Right. True. 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 Like when I said, ask the food critic chick how my dick tastes. There were a couple of uh, people in my in my
that was a
Instagram
strong line.
inbox.
That was a strong line.
Yeah. and and they didn't know that I had a deeper meaning behind it, which was I was with a girl who was like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Who was a food critic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it was a line that I, said to her,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
and yeah, like, uh, like, I guess it is better when you're saying it in a rap because you have, it's very artistic when you say it in a rap. You know what I mean? Like when Eminem says, in the Compton soundtrack, Eminem says, "I even make the bitches I rape come."
Yeah. Yeah. There is a
Yeah.
lot of things
So
you
it's
can get
it's
away
like,
with saying when you say it artistically.
yeah,
When it's put artistically.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I feel like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
part
But
of
also, I feel like, yeah,
sorry, you were gonna say something, go for it.
yeah. Go on, 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 go on. Yeah,
No, I just was gonna say like that's part of like the context, but you were gonna say something more. But
right.
you continue.
Yeah, like, and like, if I say something like, okay, I have a lot of shock value things in my upcoming songs, and when people hear that, it's probably gonna trigger them. But I hope that it's gonna make them think enough to say what is he really talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
have I have shots at everyone. Like, yeah,
yeah. Sorry, go on. Your shots at everyone.
yeah.
Wanna
I
shoot
had shots.
everyone's
I have
shot?
shots at everyone. Like, no, man, I can't wait to show you, man. I can't wait to show you because I have shots at, like, just, I have more shots coming, but I have to
Coming
write
up.
them.
Nice, nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. But things that bothered me, things that boiled up to me, I waited, and I put them out. So, also, if you send me the beats again, Masa, I mean, send me the people that might send me some beats.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh, yeah, yeah.
Will do. Cool.
Man, this is like, I haven't talked to anyone in like a long time other than my girlfriend. Like, I talk to her in the morning and the night
Okay.
because she's like in Canada right now.
Okay.
Uh, and uh, and she has been like my she has been like my there's no other better word than like angel. Like, uh, like, because all the mental deterioration,
Nice.
I've put it onto her. You know what I mean? Like, I feel for the people who are like single during these times.
Fuck me. Fuck it.
but but
I've been okay. I've been alright.
oh shit, you're single. No, you're single. Fuck. But it could be worse if you're not single and you're living together.
I mean, there are upsides to living together. I've been
Yeah, yeah,
together,
yeah. But
but yeah,
yeah.
extended
But if I
period.
had to, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, no, like during this quarantine period, bro, if I was to live with my girlfriend right now because she was living at my place when she was in Sri Lanka, I don't know how I would have managed because there were moments when I didn't wash for like 3 days straight. And of course, I can't do that when my girlfriend is here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Your overall surroundings need to be a lot nicer. You can't live in a bad.
Nicer, yeah,
Yeah, dude.
yeah, like a dump.
Yeah. Like the standards, like when you're
Yeah,
living by, like when you're living just and there's no one else, like you just so low.
yeah.
There's almost no standards. Am I
No,
living? I'm living. It's enough.
no sandals. Yeah, you just need like a Iron Maiden poster in your bed,
Yeah,
and I have like a,
psychologically I should be okay, but physically,
I
like
have a, yeah, bro. Like, okay, I'll tell you the equivalent of your Iron Maiden poster to me is my water bottle of water.
what?
Like, I've been hugging it and kissing it and it's my most prized possession right now, bro. Because I've been drinking a lot of water
Nice, nice.
and all that shit.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, let's do this shit again, man.
yeah. Do
I
you
hope
wanna?
more people join in. I hope we can get more people to join in. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this also was fun. So it was. I mean, I had no idea how this was gonna go. Um,
Me neither. Me neither.
and it
We
was
talked
different.
about things that. Yeah.
Sorry. For me, it was different from. I mean, it was obviously gonna be different from like yesterday's thing with Peter, which was more like freestyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like this open
Yeah. Yeah.
conversation also, man, this is like something like me, like a whole bunch of friends have been wanting to do for ages, and we've been like,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I guess we can do this. Like, yeah, this can also be
Yeah.
a part of it. I mean, this Cypher
Yeah.
doesn't have to
Yeah.
rhyme, you know, so long as like the
Yeah. Of
ideas are
course. Of
getting
course.
bounced around. Like, I feel the topics are good.
Yeah.
Uh, hold on, before we leave though,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
do you? There's, I guess, one more question for you on the comments.
Yeah.
Would
Okay.
you compromise your creative integrity for an opportunity which guarantees a lot of money? Does that?
Who was that? Oh shit. Ranoosh, would you compromise your creative integrity? Uh, integrity for an opportunity which guarantees a lot of money. Creative integrity. Here's what I won't do. Okay, I won't say please buy this cancerous. Please buy this sausages that will give you cancer to make a lot of money. I won't do that.
So
Uh,
you won't sell
but
cigarettes?
what I no 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 no. I have had a hard time. I had a hard time even endorsing Malum on my song.
Really?
From like yeah,
Okay.
because I had a hard time with that because I won't do that. But what I will do is make a stupid ass song, like a stupid fucking song, like "Come baby, dance with me," drop to the ground. Let me take off your clothes and fold it neatly. You know, I will do that type of stupid ass song to make a lot of money. That I will do, but I won't do anything to harm, like uh to endorse something harmful,
Okay. Word.
especially like yeah, especially like something that's cancerous or like no, I won't do anything like that. But I have lines about like women and things like that. A couple of like a bit of misogyny, I would say. It's all fun, I would say. You know what I mean? Because not misogyny. I wouldn't say misogyny, but they're very playful lines to women. I would say some offensive lines about some ideologies, like maybe I don't want to say it because people are gonna know that I'm gonna say this. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Some ideologies that I don't, like who are hypocrites. I would say some shit about them and things like that, and so on.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Do you want to end with a few bars? Do you have anything else to read from your writtens?
Uh, Give me another. Okay, okay. I have an idea. I have an idea. So let me see. Uh, okay. So I realized that you said in one of your lines, uh, that the solution is in your head or something like that, right?
Fuck, dude, I don't remember.
No,
I don't think so.
no, you did. You definitely did. It was in the first
Cage,
thing that you sent me.
cage.
Like it's all in your head that you should like the solution and the problem are both in your head or some shit like that.
I don't remember that. Hold on. Let me see. Dude, my memory is fucking atrocious, man. This is why I have to like I put things down. I can't possibly remember. Uh, no, I don't know the line you're referring to. But there I guess lines that imply that maybe.
Let me know. There's a direct line to it, bro. Direct line. Let me see. I even remember where the line was in the page, by the way.
Jesus, where
Wait, it's at the top, Mata. It's at the top of a.
page?
Yeah. Was it not Cage? Was it the other one?
Oh, tropical jam.
Could be. Shit, man.
Might be tropical jam.
Okay, anyway, let me look for it later, man.
No worries, no worries. But you were gonna say something on top of that?
Yeah, so I had a similar line in one of the songs that I did with Buddhima,
Okay.
with Type B. I say uh, it starts off um, line welcome to the 2D planet. That's how it starts. One second, let me find you. Okay. It goes welcome to the 2D planet, where we all reviewed and scattered. We all in zoos and petted, not all but few that matter. Refute a banter, just chew this candle and mute a tantrum. The tutor hands to the future pupil be you dependent. Huge agenda for you to bend down, be cute panda. You in danger, so put your hands up, it's for you to handle. Duty pending, so people end up emotion engines. Computer brains are confused, you need emotion sensors. Childhood tenses, so senses that turn to moral vengeance. More patience with no patience, but your patience for coastal pensions. You're free to plan your Peter Pan until you be a grandpa. People are branded with brands, you're just a printed pamphlet. It's musical chairs when music don't play. You need to stand up inside of your head where your crusade is. It's a prank, bro. So that I end with the like, yeah, like the crusade is like in your head and whatever, yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, spit something to end it, man.
Sorry.
Spit something to end it.
Okay. I guess I'll do tropical jam.
Yeah.
I think you were referring to the second verse, so I'll just do the second verse.
Okay.
All right. So this goes. The beats like dun 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 dun. Cause this is a tropical jam, moving round, doing what we can to come to terms with what we've found. They're slamming our futures into the ground, distracting us with the same old sounds from our possible directions. They're giving us erections to keep us in two minds dysfunctioning. But we're sharing some vibes to keep afloat as we explore how to rekindle the hope, restart the program, reboot the drive. If you're too scared, do it in your own mind. Soon you'll find another year past, caught at crossroads, bending over to fold to the rape of a world or the sale of our future. Don't even try, just neuter, cause there's too much to cover and not enough oversight. Eyes gouged out, can't take this plight, cause we aren't even aware that we're in a fight. Shamefully look away, and that certainly display in the background of the silence when we don't open our mouths, chained by doubts of what to say, as we slowly watch ourselves more impoverished, and they pay lip service to universal suffrage, ignore the suffering, and spend on monuments and platitudes to progress. From the rules of the system can't digress, protest within reasons allowed, defer within the freedoms endowed. Wanna be revolutionary, gotta soften your eyes when you look around in this tropical jam jumping around. And then, yeah, that's the verse.
Nice, nice. You have a beat for this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
Yeah, dude.
Man, nice talking to you, man.
Yeah, dude. It's good. I
Let's
don't
keep
mind doing
doing
this
this.
again.
Let's keep doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
get
of
a couple
course,
more
of
people,
course.
maybe.
Let's
One.
get a couple more people. Yeah, we'll get a couple. Yeah, we'll get a couple more people. We'll we'll do something where I also want to do tutorials with Gihan.
Okay.
So let me download OBS and try to figure out how I can do that.
Yeah, man. OBS is actually
I
like
guess
super
I can.
simple to run.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
It's
okay.
you can basically
Send me the
use.
people with the beat.
Sorry.
Yeah.
People with the beat. Yeah, we'll do, man.
Send me the. Yeah, yeah. And also, if I can do, if it's possible to do, let me know about the Instagram thing as well, because let me try to do that for tutorials.
I'll send you the link of the YouTube videos I saw that help you hook up to Instagram from OBS.
Okay,
I'll do those too.
okay, okay,
All right.
okay,
Well,
Mala.
there's a few people watching, so I guess thank you very much for staying till the end. That's
Okay.
fucking dope. I hope you
Yes.
enjoyed the conversation. Thanks,
Yeah,
Ranoosh, for
it's probably all Arindi, my girlfriend, and I don't know if my sister is here. She was here. I think
Okay.
she is here. She is here. She is here. Yeah.
Okay. Word. Thank you for joining.
We'll
Hope
cut
you.
like bits of this.
Sorry.
We'll cut like bits of this and put it out.
Yeah. Yeah. We can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So thank you for joining. Thanks for spinning these bars. Just sharing some info on hip hop and I guess your ideas on how we need to communicate better. That was a good conversation, man. What?
Yeah.
Much love. Take care. See you soon.
No problem,
Peace.
man. See you. Bye. Bye. Yeah.